Hi everybody, hope you're well. This video is going to be my thoughts on the surveys that we got. So everybody should have got this, and it was to do with the surveys for the contests and the competitions. So the first one was to do with the World Championship contest. Now, I kind of skim read this, I'm sure a lot of people did, and then there was this second one that they were asking, which was visit the topic thread for the new competition system to learn more about these changes and to rate them in the survey. So when I initially went on this, I actually thought this was to do with the World Championship promos competitions and how we thought those were executed. I didn't think that this was them saying we're going to introduce this. What do you think of this? But that seems to have been what we have sort of come to the conclusion of. I have a couple of things that I kind of want to say, because one of the things was the way this is written and the way it was sent out, it's not been clear. I don't think it's been communicated well. I haven't had, so far there hasn't been any sort of feedback in terms of what people have been saying or questions answered. And I am, at this moment in time, completely against changing the competition system, because from what I grasping, because I couldn't understand why anybody wanted this or why we needed it. And the only thing that I could come to the conclusion of was that one of the things they said was more intuitive for new players, easier strategy to build up your horses, and more freedom of choice among the different types of competitions. The thing is, and they've done this a few times now, and I'm not trying to single out new players, this isn't fair to do that, but I am going to say that most of the changes that they have done to make the game easier have been done for that reason. Okay, so I'm not trying to pin this on anybody, but I do think that they have seen, maybe they've had a couple of complaints, people saying that they can't win competitions. So if we go back to when they brought rookies in, for example, rookies were supposed to be there for low level horses to be able to avoid high skilled horses and have a better chance of winning. Now, if, as you know, and I'm sure there's plenty of us are guilty of it, many of us would go in, see what we had to actually train our horse to within the game help for a rookie competition, and quite easily then make sure that we trained our high skilled horses to a point where we could still enter the rookies and then go into the rookie competitions. Now, I'm not somebody that really uses rookies. I have been using them a bit more recently, because I was finding a lot of people were completely and utterly flooding competitions, and it was getting kind of if I can actually find this, there it is. I was finding it really difficult sometimes to get wins. So there we go. Rookie competitions. Certain competitions can only open to rookie horses. Rookie horses are horses that have less than 20 victories and have no skills above 340. This number is recalculated every night. Now, it is quite easy for people not to do full games, not to train, not to do certain rides, to be able to keep the skills under that with a high block and go into competitions and win. Now, a lot of people go in empty competitions and, they're not having any effect, but maybe they have found that they've made these rookie competitions and the same people are still using them, and that it's not benefiting new players. And I would say, well, obviously that was going to happen. It was quite obvious that that was going to be the outcome. If you leave any kind of loophole, people are going to use that loophole time and time again. So what I know I'm getting agitated about this, but it's because I just feel so patronised by the whole thing, that once again they're changing something they don't need to change in order to deal with things that aren't going to help anybody. Because as the way I look at it, and this is completely my opinion right at this moment, while we don't have anything more in terms of information, is that yes, you can change this hoping that it's going to be easier for players by basing the competition on all the skills of the horse, but then you've got the issue that two horses could have the same total of skills, but one's going to be better suited, and that person's going to know that, and they're going to go into those competitions with people who have similar skilled horses but maybe a different skill set, and they're going to lose anyway. And the system that we currently have, which is due to the primary and the secondary skills, that is reasonably easy. Anybody that takes the time to go and learn that can learn that, and I don't see why this is any more favourable, because I still think that it can be exploited. And if you really want to have, in my opinion, to have competitions that are there for, more initiative for new players, either build some kind of tutorial or either set up a bunch of races that are there for people who are under so many days seniority, because I don't see why this in any shape or form is going to improve it for the long term. I just don't see that right now, and I could rant about this for a bit longer, but I'm going to leave it there. I would like to hear people's thoughts. Go have a look at it if you haven't read it. It'll probably be in your events forum under new competition survey. You can see how people are voting at the minute. As far as I can see so far, people seem to be kind of in the negative. They're choosing one for not favourable. So, are you in favour of using the total skills of your horse to define the competition registration? Most people have voted no, with 44% there. Are you in favour of recalculating the difficulty of a competition in percentage? People don't seem to be that favourable about that. And then some people are sort of in the middle, and then a couple of people are favourable of that. And then this one, I don't even really understand what this right now at this point. Some of this stuff just it's written like for an English speaking server. Some of it wasn't written clearly in clear, understandable English. A lot of us have said this. Still, nothing seems to have been cleared up. So I am curious to hear people's thoughts on this. If anybody can shed any more light on it, because I think maybe on some of the other servers, maybe it's been more clearly explained right now, and this is just coming from what people in the UK have said and my thoughts on it and so forth. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a lovely day, and